Hey everybody, this week we're going to talk about a Bible story from the book of 2 Kings, which is not a book we hear from very often, but it has some interesting stories in it, so you may have never heard this one before. It's one of the stories about Elisha. So let's go ahead and listen to the story. Elisha was the prophet who took over from the prophet Elijah. Elisha wore Elijah's cloak as proof he was God's choice to replace the great prophet. One day, Elisha came across a group of prophets. As the place they met with Elisha was too small, they decided to build a bigger meeting place down by the river Jordan. Elisha told them to go ahead, but they insisted he went down to the river with them. They went to the Jordan and began to cut down trees. As one of them was cutting down a tree, the iron axe head came loose. It flew through the air into the river. "Oh no," he cried out to Elisha. "It was an axe I borrowed." Metal axe heads were very valued and expensive in those times. Elisha asked, "Show me where it fell into the water." The prophet pointed at the place the axe head had splashed into the deep river. Elisha cut a stick and threw it into the water at the same place. To everyone's amazement, the precious metal axe head suddenly appeared floating on the water. "Lift it out!" exclaimed Elisha. The great prophet lifted the axe head out of the water. It was a wonderful miracle, and it showed that God's Spirit rested on Elisha in a very powerful way. So this is kind of a cool story about Elisha and how God helped him to help someone else. So this kind of showed that Elijah was who was supposed to replace Elisha, which was true. God had chosen him to do that. But it also shows how we can care for other people. So the man had lost the axe head, and the axe wasn't his. He had borrowed it to go work on this project with the other prophets and Elijah. And so he was very upset he lost it. He was going to have to explain to his friend what happened, and he was probably maybe going to have to pay for it too. And like in the story said, they were really expensive. So Elijah uses his connection with God to help the man. And it shows how we can help other people as well. We can help people with finding things and help them with problems in their lives. So we just want to really try to help other people in our lives. And it also shows us that God cares for us as individuals. Elijah helped that man, that individual man, and it made a difference for him. And we can do that as well. So we're going to make our own axe as our craft today. For this craft, you're going to want some brown, some gray construction paper, something to write with, scissors, and a glue stick. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brown paper, and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to cut it so I have half a sheet of paper. Then I'm going to take my gray paper. I'm going to draw an axe. So I'm going to make a pretty big axe, just like this. And then I'm going to cut it out. Then I'm going to take my half sheet of paper and I'm going to fold it in half again. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off just part of the fold. And then I can unfold it and I have an opening right there. So then I'm going to take my axe. But first I'm going to spread some glue on either side of that. And then I'm going to put my axe into the slit I just made. And then I'm going to fold my paper and glue it down. And here is my axe. And then after I've made my axe, I'm going to write a Bible verse on it. I'm going to write, God cares for you. And that is from 1 Peter 5:11. I hope you had fun making your craft this week. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in Sunday school. Bye!